the number one exercise that every martial artist should be doing. Now, when it comes down to it, I listened to a documentary, like years ago. Right now I'm 34. I probably watched this documentary when I was about 20 years old. It was a trainer up in New York. I wouldn't say a boxing trainer, but he was like a street fighting trainer. In the streets, I guess he was known. He had about like 100 street fights, all knockouts. I'm really not too sure how legit it was, but he said one line in the documentary that stood out to me till this day. And it said, you either stay sharp or you get slow. So, as a martial artist, no matter what you do, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, the number one exercise that every martial artist should be doing is some form of shadowboxing slash kickboxing slash practicing your craft alone, by yourself. The reason why I say this, it's to keep yourself physically and mentally sharp by practicing your craft. Now, as I said, I'm 34. I heard this quote years ago. And, throughout that time, from 20 years old till now, I've always somehow shadowboxed. I kept myself in shape after I was done fighting in the cage. I always shadowboxed, practiced my kicks, whatever. And because of that, at this age, 34 years of age, right here, this is me at 34. As you can see, I'm kind of ripped. I still got some speed. I still got some movement. And I attribute it all to just shadowboxing, shadow kickboxing, just staying close to my craft and practicing it every day, at least 10 to 15 minutes per day, okay? I do other things. I run, I jog, I do push-ups, pull-ups. I do a lot of jumping rope for a lot of you who know. But when it comes to just being sharp for life and just having the mental ability to kind of pick things up, shadowboxing, shadow kickboxing, staying close to my striking craft through just imaginary moving around and moving my body is what helps me to be fluid and movable and athletic still at this age, even with 3 kids, girlfriends, all these other normal everyday life problems, because I carve out at least 10 to 15 minutes every day to keep myself close to what built me, to what keeps my senses sharp, which is shadowboxing and shadow kickboxing. I'm able to just live a higher quality of life. My subscribers, they know I got into Chinese lion dancing with my oldest daughter. Yes, it was extremely hard. Chinese lion dancing, well, the school that I go to, they run it on a lot of old school Kung Fu techniques. So a lot of the Kung Fu is ingrained in the Chinese lion dancing. But Kung Fu is a part of fighting. So my shadowboxing, my kickboxing, my ability to just be athletic through my fighting abilities really helped to enhance my lion dancing. A lot of you who follow me on Instagram just seen that I've got into cheerleading with my middle daughter. We did like a dad routine, and it wasn't nothing crazy. It was just a great way for us to bond with our daughters. But I was able to pick up the moves because, I'm able to connect with my body through staying sharp with shadowboxing, shadow kickboxing. So, again, the number one exercise that every martial artist should be doing, whether you're doing Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you can do shadow Jiu-Jitsu, shadow grappling, shadow wrestling. A lot of guys, you'll see it. Like, these things have been around for a very long time. Whether you do Wing Chun, Kung Fu, you guys got your sets. If you do karate, you guys got your forms, your forms where you practice your techniques. Same thing with boxing. You do your shadow boxing. Same thing with Muay Thai. You practice your kicks. Whether it's Taekwondo, every martial artist should spend 10 to 15 minutes per day for the rest of their lives doing some type of alone imaginary work. This will always help you to keep your mind sharp, your senses sharp, your emotions sharp, and your body sharp. This is the key for me to living a high quality, athletic, sharp type of life now at 34 years old. Shadowboxing, shadow kickboxing is something that I will never let go because it helps me to be the best dad that I can be, the best friend that I can be to others, and help to pass on this knowledge of just living a better quality life through martial arts, physical fitness. So shadow boxing, shadow kickboxing, practicing your forms, practicing your sets, shadow wrestling, shadow grappling, whatever it is you do. Even if you practice ninja, you can just practice ninja walks by yourself, rolling around. You got parkour, anything. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day just honing your craft, all right? Hope this helps, and always remember, train hard and be kind.